He's live now. Now, Captain Kelly Muniz of Los Angeles Police Department said that the robbers demanded stuff from the victim while brandishing a gun inside the eatery. Now, according to sources, the rapper's jewelry was the item that they wanted. Witnesses say that he was shot almost immediately by the assailant during the robbery. Now, the captain confirmed that the rapper was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead at 1:59 p.m. Investigation is ongoing to determine if cameras within and outside the restaurant caught the face of the shooters, or when, or all of them that are on the run. Now, according to a live wire publication, we don't often think about our current location as sensitive information, but it is. Armed with the knowledge of where you are at a specific point in time, people with ill intent could use that information to your disadvantage. Now, social media has put all of us, right, literally in the public eye. Every time you post a picture or a status update to Facebook, make a tweet, check into a location, etc., you could be sharing your location with potentially a huge audience. So today we're asking, what are the do's and the don'ts when posting on social media? Now, please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-4663. You can also tweet at us at WayShowAfrica1 with the hashtag WayShow. All right, so I just recently relieved a driver I had hired. Right? Yes. So I relieved him because of two things that I had observed. For every time we went somewhere and we parked, he is so quick to start to interact with all the people around. The securities, different people, and all of that. He's constantly on his phone and all of that. So I was wondering, is this
a security risk for me?
Yes, is this a security risk for me? Right? I am one. I mean, I did that perhaps maybe just since I joined social media just a few times, and it didn't sit right in my system. I'm not one to put a location. So you know how you post on Instagram and you have that location button that you click a live location. I used to do it, but I did it barely.
I hardly use the place. I use Orokbo's News or things like that.
So I did it, but I did it for a very short period until something just was not sitting right with me. For me, it was like, why do I need to show off that I'm abroad? Because I see that a lot of people most times, but sadly, right, most people do this type of things because, again, they are also, most of them are paid to do so. Some people, for instance, when a travel company or a tour company hire you as an influencer, to sponsor a trip, you are obliged to put your location so that part of people begin to order and begin to book and begin to say, okay, I want to attend this thing. But if you are not part of those people that it is a job for you, really, do you have to put your location? Because now somebody is dead. And the allegation was that the girlfriend had innocently posted. It was just an innocent post. She had posted their location, that they were having breakfast or something at a restaurant. And the next thing that happened, gunmen came into that place and the man is dead today. So what are your thoughts, ladies, about social media posting and especially putting, location?
Well, location is not the only thing we're discussing about it today, but this is the specific one we're starting off with. I think if it's a big event, like if I went to the AMVCAs, for instance, I will put it there. I'm at the AMVCAs, I'm at the Oscars or whatever, if there's a location tag for it. Most times I tend to do things, because there's so many locations that people have put there that has nothing to do with the geographical place that you are in. It may just be in a happy place, in my bedroom, that kind of thing. So that works. The advice I have for people is never post in real time. Even if you post 3 days later, the location is still available for you to say that was where you were. But never post in real time.
Okay.
So you come back to me.
She's the champion of never posting in real time. NJ can say
don't go, come back.
And if not even say go come back. If you don't go come back 2 months after, then she will come back.
Mauritius.
Let's go there.
Meanwhile, you there, but no
honestly, I'm not really like a private person, but I have a strong thing about, like, seriously, my mom is one person that, if my mom is traveling, because she used to do a lot of road trips then when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And if my mom is traveling today, she's always not sure. Like, she can tell you she's going today. She'll not go today, she'll go tomorrow. So she always tries to, so I kind of learned that from her. And social media has not always been posting. I'm not that strong, but I'm still trying. But I think for the longest time, even my account has been private. It's recently, actually, someone told me, really, your account is private, you are single. Why is your account private? So I said, okay, let me try it. And I'm not doing this just because of relationships, but it opens up like a wide range for you and possibilities and stuff like that.
For the things that you want to do.
No, it's not relationships, it's possibilities. But yes, so one of the things people do is to make their accounts private, whereby only family and friends and people you accept into your circle are the ones that can actually see these things, even though your family are the ones
can
that...
also be...
Because Nipsey Hussle, same LA rap artist, was killed by someone in his inner circle.
Yeah.
The person in his inner circle would have been one of his followers, even though his account was private. It doesn't protect you.
Yeah, so like, you know, one of the things, like they said, it's just to post after. Like me, post after, you're safe.
They can't catch you.
I am not here.
When by the time they tell you that they're in town, you say, you are in town today. I left 2 days ago. Yeah, that always works for me.
But this is really sad because now somebody has died, you know. The person I'm moving to, that one never post. In fact, we used to beg, please, can you send the picture? You understand? Show you they post 2 weeks after. This one not even they post at all.
Can you imagine?
Personal and
Toastmaster.
Private viewing.
Private viewing. You don't even they post anywhere. You know, but why is that though? Because you are one person that I think over the years you pay attention to.
The ills of
really conscious about what you put online and all of that. Is there a particular reason for that?
I think for me, over time, I've come to find out that there's always buzz. Social media is a market. So there's all kinds of things that people are coming to shop for. And if you are not, it's true, if you're not intentional about
what you put out,
what you want to sell on social media, you can get into trouble. I've seen a lot of people get into trouble because they think that social media is about posting anything. Everything. Unfortunately, we've also brought in the security angle to social media, and that even makes it even a lot more scary for a lot of people. Because when you find out that there are people who have made it their business to find out everything about you, then it even makes you even more conscious. You may not even be popular. You may not even be a celebrity. Because the celebrities, that's another conversation. In this case, we're talking about a celebrity. A celebrity's news is everywhere. Even when you don't want to put it out there, there are people who want to identify with a celebrity. So they're like, oh, I'm live with XYZ, this and that. And in this case, there's an accusation as well that somebody innocently just posted out something, and that has resulted in what we're discussing today. So from the word go, for me, it became a case of being intentional. What do I want to, what is my end goal? Is it to be popular or to be known consistently in a direction? And I think the latter became more important. So it's not about how many people who like or who share or who even pay attention to what you put, but the specific people who need to know and to get this information that you're putting out. Now that's for me. For somebody else, it could be about marketing, whatever it is that they're doing. So could you just concentrate on that thing, right? And make what should be private. Unfortunately, social media, a lot of people are posting all kinds of, I have nothing against people posting as they want. But you must be careful, because in the world that we're in today, it's not everybody that is happy about your progress or your success. And if you're not careful with how you project yourself, you could also put yourself in harm's way. right? So it's important how you even begin to, your inner circle, so to speak, the people around you, how intentional are you telling them? I know, like she said, my mom, if you were having something, a gathering, and my mom is like, make sure my picture is not even out there. I said, no, it is for private viewing. We will just see our phone, love it on our phone, and that's where it ends. You understand? Because it's very important that people are very sensitive. People don't think before they share. There are people who have gotten into trouble. We've seen them on Twitter. We've seen them. You just post something.
I see this our little girl messaging. We're sharing.
I was even going to
Exactly.
Somebody gets so
suddenly somebody just
about
sees it, and it becomes a topic of conversation. So we must be very, very careful, and also we have to be watchful the things that we post out, what we want to project ourselves to be saying. Look at message totally innocent. Somebody said, face your singing. Don't miss heaven.
Too happy.
Don't miss heaven. So you can imagine how some of these things can affect people.
You know, so when you talk about messaging, and this is where I want to bring it back again, right? There are people that social media pays them to post every single thing about their life. So let's take piggyback a bit.
Let's leave the people that are public.
Let's even leave social media.
Okay.
When the Kardashians started their show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it was cameras going with them everywhere. Yeah. It's almost like what we have today on social media.
Yeah.
Cameras going with them everywhere.
Documenting
everything that they were doing. So their lives became public life.
Property.
They didn't have any life of their own.
That was the goal.
They didn't have any privacy.
Yeah.
You understand? But you see, they made tons of billions from that.
That was the
Do you understand? And they are making money till tomorrow from that.
If you are getting paid for it.
Do you get my point? So it's a different thing if you are on social media and everything you're putting out there about your personal life, you're getting paid for it. But if you're not getting paid for it, right? I think why share? Because somebody else is sharing the way you are sharing, and the person is being paid for it.
Okay, so could I say why I share? Because I'm not getting paid for it.
Wait, let me go.
And I'm very social.
Because you're on there. Hey!
I'm very social.
Let me clean my ear.
I'll hook your hook.
Leave the hook. Like they can share anything for
anything
Africa. Jesus
at
Christ.
all, any goddamn.
I thought I was bad.
Nah.
She's worse. She's worse.
and it's getting worse. The older I get, the more excited I am.
But are you not afraid sometimes when you put out things on social media and people? Because honestly speaking,
let me tell you,
people are like hawks. You know how I know this? I don't post a lot on social media like I post on my WhatsApp status. And trust me, my WhatsApp status is a cruise.
But it's still social media.
But because it is a lot more private. How many contacts do I have?
You don't realize how many people you have as contacts.
Because until I save your number on my phone,
it don't matter. No, if they save your number,
they can see everything.
If I have your number, I can see you. You don't need to save my number for me to see you.
No, my WhatsApp status is direct. You can only see my status if you are a contact that is saved on my phone.
I don't see that. You have to teach me that.
I will teach you.
Now, let me speak. As exuberant as I am on social media. Let me use grammar now. My children, funnily enough, don't like posting. They don't want you to tell the world when they graduate, when they celebrate, when it's their birthday, nothing. And then for every post my son puts up, he removes another one. So every time you go on his page, you probably find 2 posts. He has specifically warned me that as proud as you might be of me, never share my glorious moments on social media. I think it's spiritually sensitive on another level. We know this tag that we have, monitoring spirits. Those that follow you, never interact, are just watching you. And there's negative energy everywhere. I believe in the supernatural. I really do. People can send negative energy your way. And there are some too that God wants you to challenge and face up front. I will testify to the goodness of God. Try me. Do you understand? For me, a lot of times it's about that. For me, personally. Although I say I do sirere, which in English is, not English, I'm using English, which in English is shenanigans. I post for fun, but there's a tag I use called Secretary of Grace. When I share my grass to grace stories. And other people will be like, I can't believe you're that vulnerable on social media. but it's my calling. Do you understand? It's my calling. It's what the Spirit gives me unction to share. I cry at times before I click post. Because I'm like, I don't want the world to know this about me. But it's for a purpose. Zainab's sharing her story about having been healed from endometriosis. I mean, it's none of our business, really. But she's probably trying to...
an inspiring
That's what I'm saying. She's probably trying to tell somebody else, the same God of yesterday is here today. And he paid attention to the minutest details.
But Zainab did not put a location that is banana.
It's not just about location. That's what we're saying. It's not just about location.
So the challenge, I think, again, with this particular incident that happened, you are actually free to post whatever it is that you're posting. But keep an element of keep an element of secrecy,
privacy.
Yes, and privacy.
Yeah.
So at least, even if you're posting everything, so for instance, I can post myself in an aircraft, right? You want to form that you're in business class, you post it and all of that, but you don't have to
do it the time that you actually
you can actually do it the same time,
Real
but
time.
you don't have to put, it is the location that people then click, that people monitor. I mean, if you look at all this crime investigation, crime watchers and all of those series or whatever, they tell you that some people, just by going on Facebook or social media,
they know the schools your kids go to.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't know that it's called, I think, geo-mapping. And so it helps to tell your exact location for like phones and stuff like that. The IP is like IP address, so it tells exactly where you are. So some of this, sometimes when you click on that not knowing, it has a back end information that can actually give someone access to your current.
I thought Apple said that if you have an Apple and I have an Apple phone, I can actually track you,
of course,
even without you knowing it.
Find your phone.
Not even find my phone, but I might be able to track a contact.
No, you would know, but let's go on a very short break, right? When we come back from the break, I like to open our phone lines. I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think are the do's and the don'ts on social media? Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, if you just tuned in, it's our ladies' night out, and our focus today is the do's and the don'ts when posting on social media. Now, please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. You can also tweet at us at PlusTvAfrica1 with the hashtag WaveShow. Now, our phone line is now open. The number to call is 07025007749. Remember to turn off the volume of your television set where you are calling. Sorry, there's something in this my drink today, so bear with me.
It's a shaka song. Shaka.
Oh, okay. So I was saying, go
very quickly about we're talking about do's and don'ts. I said a definite do is that everybody has a phone now, regardless of their ages. A definite do is for parents to be able to track their children's phones on social media. Track their children's phones. It doesn't mean posting it on social media, because I get confused about what is social media and what's technology.
Okay.
Tracking phones is technology.
Just being able to know their whereabouts.
Knowing their whereabouts. Now, parents, stop posting the schools that your children attend, regardless of when you post, whether it's holiday, whether it's after graduation, because people are watching you.
But this is too late for you to say this now, because you know why I'm saying that. Why? Even schools themselves now have Instagram handles.
They can have handles.
Okay, let me take a call. Our first caller for the evening, youngest old man. Hello, are you there?
They can't tie the child to you.
Can you hear me?
Do you
I
understand?
can hear you. Go ahead.
How are you?
We're good.
Hey.
2 days no see.
Hello, sorry, what did you say?
He's still saying hello.
The rain has been just so uncomfortable this side, and we are just trying to make sure we are calm, being obedient and useful.
It is well with you people. I hope your PVC is valid.
This already hijacked the PVC, so many things happen there.
God deal.
All I know is that for it to happen, the Moses must come, the Pharaoh must be around, and the history will be written.
Absolutely.
So God will strengthen us. However, for the do's and don'ts, just like the topic for today, I have some reservation about social media. You know what? People don't understand how to use social media. Rather, they allow social media use them. I got an award sometime last month. So I posted myself and the award, and I posted the award. I got 114 views from close friends on my status, not Facebook. Not Facebook, you get some friends we never know. If you just that time when they meet me, they don't become your friends. When they find some people that I don't even know. But at least for WhatsApp, you know everybody that has your number, you know the person. 114 views, if I can remember. Now, you know normally when you see a view on status, you kind of comment and it will show on the person's chat, you are this chat. Believe me, my dear, I only got 19 people that commented. Others just viewed and passed. I swear. That thing almost got to me. I felt the pain because I've not gotten such an award before in my life. And that award has to do with my personality. Maintaining sanity in this time an hour of the country. So I felt, wow, is this how hard social media could be? I heard the celebrities. Because some people are just so cold and angry. So if they don't know how to use, I didn't allow it to me though, because of my maturity and my kind of person. But I just use this to take, when there is somebody that is trying to say something, you understand? So for you to be able to handle social media, you have to be careful what you throw. Make sure it's not that important to you. For me, that's how I do. And make sure it's not something that you want it directly to impact in your life.
Absolutely.
Social media can disappoint you at any time. So for me, I use it rather than it to use me. You understand me? So that is just how I feel about the whole thing.
Thank you so much.
Be more careful and know what we post too.
Abi, thank you so much. Thank you. You see that one youngest old man just said is part of why people. Let me tell you something. I know some people that once they post and they put their location, what's it called, Paris or whatever, they get so many comments, so many likes. So it brings a lot of engagement and interaction.
Because people want to engage
Thank
with
you.
good
They want,
things
yes.
outside.
Do you get my point? So that's why people would always want to put those kind of things, right? They will always want to post it because, I mean, see when there's this guy I really love on social media, Zuzu Zwalakate, that Femi guy, the comedian that does, he holds a Bible that is tattered and he wears a suit.
Oh, the tall guy, really tall.
Yeah, yellow guy and all of that. When because he was in Europe for a very long time, when he was doing his tours, and you needed to see the engagement, you understand, online, because he's abroad. Everybody just likes to associate with success. I was saying to you, Laide, that my children's school, for instance, they're on Instagram. Do you know that many times when my children are picking up awards or whatever, now people, they send them to me. Because do you know what I'm saying?
Know, and then again, the people that know you are the ones.
Do you get my point? So I'm saying to you,
but you won't volunteer that information, so they don't.
I've never posted anything about their awards or whatever on my on my post on my Instagram. Yes, but I'm saying to you that schools now are on social media. So how do we even tell them that there's some do's and don'ts? Do you understand? For security reasons. Because again, the school is also trying to promote their brand. They want to promote that, they have like 7 A students, you know, that wrote the recent WAEC, recent GCE, and they had all A's.
They should start asking for permission from release.
Parents.
That was what I was about to say.
For release.
There
should be a problem.
The schools have to be held accountable.
You should be able to raise an issue
because
and say,
it's publicity without permission.
And
the thing about it is that our legal system does not hold water when it comes to things like this.
Yes.
But there is a law against using someone else's
do you know there's
image
law
without permission?
Do you know that there's a law not to even post the face of a child?
Yes, a minor.
A
minor that kills self is not named in the
We have also had cases of people going to schools to abduct students. So they could be targeted as well. They could actually decide, these people, there are people in schools like this that we can target and kidnap.
Because me, I'm looking for where Tiwa Savay's son is going to. Do you understand?
I even know where he's going to by the language that they're speaking with. Imade,
we know
Davido's son.
We know where they are.
So based on that, I could be monitoring them because people know where they live.
Yeah.
And intercept the driver and the nanny.
So it's actually a big security risk.
Yes.
But I'm just saying to you that even now, schools don't even know the extent as which they are exposing some children to risk.
And that's
right?
where education comes in. They
Could I
need
also-
to be held accountable.
Go
I
ahead.
wanted to say also, do's and don'ts of social media. You know, I spoke about depression the other day, but mine is not related to what I saw on social media. But they keep warning people that be careful about what you get taken by. On social media, be saying, God, when I tap into. People will not shine a light on their dark moments. They would only shine a light on good things. And some
that's what
fake it
people want to
to
see.
impress you for engagements. It causes depression as well. That's another do and don't. Be sure your mental health is intact before you interact on social media. Because if you are not strong enough, content enough, have a sense of self-worth, it will sway you.
I think another reason why people like to post some things is that there are also needy people on social media. So just to continue to create engagement, some of the engagement that we see online is not just engagement. It's because I feed off this. It's gone beyond just engagement to being needy. So I feed off this validation. So at the end of so there are people who are also, because it's due to this. She brought in the depression side, and we find that a lot of people, some people have even become so desperate.
But let me explain something to you. I get that part. Sorry to cut you, but you see, I remember that even now they say that to grow your following on social media, you must post on Reels. You must post on this, right? A lot of people are realizing that it is possible to make money. I still believe that. For me, social media is a commercial tool. Like people that are just fresh off school, some people that are not even in school, they're looking at ways to make money. Go on TikTok. You will see so many young people doing so many things on TikTok because now they are seeing the possibilities of just sitting down and earning.
If I'm following you, where are we going, first of all? Because when some people, it's true. It's not everybody that needs a following. Some people on social media, I know some people that just do it to say happy birthday to people. Some people don't need a following. If I'm not selling anything, what am I needing following for? And my page is open, so you don't need to follow me. I don't follow private accounts because if you're private, you are not socializing. If you're anti-social, why are you on social media? It's not everybody that is doing it commercially. And then you follow me and you say, please follow me back. And I ask you, where are we going? I don't ask you to follow me. Where am I following?
I wanted to come back to what Norma was saying. So for me,
I have to follow you.
So for me, I feel like, right, it's not really that people actually are needy and they want certain kinds of part of their needs, like, you know, you're making up for something. Sometimes people just looked at the opportunities that they've seen other people make, just being popular. So, and they will do every single thing to make sure that they boost that following and get the numbers, so that maybe then they also can start to attract the kinds of figures in terms of monetary value for social media.
Well, I agree with you on that, yes. And there are few people like you who are just going there to do what needs to be done, and they're clear on what they want to do. But there are also a majority of people who are on social media, and because it seems like this is the hub where everybody's making it in different forms, they have their own motivation and different things. But there are also people who are there just to be able to and it's borderline being needy. Trying to do different things just because every other person is doing it. And they don't know that they're also positioning themselves to be vulnerable to people who are out there, right? There are people who they're just on social media to look at what others are doing, criticize what they're doing. So the cyber bullies and all of that. So they don't post, they don't want, they are out to kill whoever it is. They may not kill physically, they may not be the ones going to the chicken restaurants or whatever to go and gun you down. But they can gun down with their words. They can gun that. We've seen that times without number on Twitter. People literally murdering people. People have committed suicide because of things people have said. And sometimes they are not even conscious of the fact that, that I have become so attached to what people have to say. the number of comments, the so-called engagement online. That is also something.
A friend posted one day,
well,
and for 3 hours she kept looking at her phone. Nobody. They never like her. They never like her. And I'm thinking, were you posting for liking?
Yes, no.
Then there's no
posting for validation.
Exactly. That is what Norma said.
He said he
the
was
ones
offended.
that seek validation from it. Post go. Then the one I can't understand is you post like young man, old man. You post a video where you can view the views, the number of views. You see 5,000 views, 20 likes. How many milliseconds does it take to click like?
on the like?
People just they para for you. Say wait till they post. They go look at. They go look at 50 times. They are contributing to the view.
They will click like they will forward. What I learned right on my WhatsApp status. I mean, the day we took Norma when she became the BSN president for what's it called, Toastmasters. When we took her to a particular restaurant, I wouldn't name them because they didn't pay me. So I put it on my because I put a lot of things on my WhatsApp status, not really on social media. Like the mainstream media. My WhatsApp status is a bit private, and I know how many people that reached out to me that went to that restaurant because I posted it on my status. In fact, one of them, after she had posted it, she said she went for the exact same thing we ate. And she now said, you know what, it was amazing, but her children were running away from, because it's the hibachi, the fire, and all of those things. Her children were running away from the fire. So I'm saying to you that these things actually are powerful. People that have converted them for marketing. So I just love to tell stories, right? So that's what I do with my social media. That's what I do.
You probably have good people watching what you're doing.
And she doesn't necessarily
there are people who, celebrities, whatever, that they are constantly watching, so that, in fact, they're even waiting for them to do something. So that everybody
someone that wants to do hibachi,
you must be very
careful. As an African mother, I can see that same thing as negative.
Yes.
So why is it what you ate that she had to eat? Do you understand?
Yes.
Why is it what you ate that she had to eat? Why is it the experience you had that she had to experience? As an African mother, I would be like, sure, I'm for it. It's part of it now.
Yes, that you have to be careful.
No, but why? I don't have to be careful.
I'm telling you.
These people are just people that follow.
But that's what you think.
Well, that was why that person actually called on Choma Jesus to warn Mercy Chinwo, saying that she is putting her happiness too much out in the face of the public. She should hide her happiness. So that people
can imagine.
But hey,
but it just
as I said it the day I took that story, I'm still saying it again. Mercy Chinwo opened the YouTube channel deliberately. It is important that she gets the views. It is important that she's trying to monetize her social media presence.
Absolutely.
So it is one thing for you to be popular. It's another thing for you to be able to make money off of your popularity. Not many people have been able to convert that popularity.
Strategy is very key. You have to be very tactful when doing that. Okay, let me take my comment from BC, and it says, good evening, ladies. Most times people do not know what to post on social media. It amazes me when I see family and very personal issues on social media. As Owa said, of recent, I had to let go of a driver who always tells people about my movements despite several warnings. The society is now horrible. Sometimes what you think gives you joy makes a lot of people envious. I'm a very private person, and I do educate young girls around me to be careful of what they post, as it may hurt them after many years. I'll advise all to be very careful, as the days are evil.
That's not Daniel.
The days are very evil. Go ahead.
Because if it was Daniel, he would come with a title.
Don't worry, Daniel is coming.
This is from Gift of Four from Angola. And she says, greetings, ladies. You are looking stunning. Regarding today's topic, we should be mindful of the motives behind what we post on social media. Very, very
That's
apt.
very apt.
Good evening, ladies. What's Laide and Uti still doing in Niger? Are they not coming to bury Grandma, Her Royal Majesty the Queen? The UK citizens with allegiance to citizenship. I'm organizing their show. I'll be there in the next 2 days. I'm waiting for the
social media so that
the one we used for her 90th birthday. I put it on social media. You didn't see it?
I saw it.
Yes, at least first time.
Ade again from the UK says social media is good, but abuse of it shouldn't be allowed. Yeah. So go ahead, Norma. I think you have the final
so
comment.
I have this. It says, "Good evening, my dear beautiful sisters of What Are You Saying?" #raise. The do's and don'ts when posting on social media. There is no too much talk about the whole matter. Sister Laide said my mind. She made mention of monitoring the way children use the social media so that they will not become social media addicts. That is the do's. The don't is that as the entire house has agreed, you do not post the photograph of a child, which I agree wholeheartedly. Sister Uwa, you look beautiful and lovely today. When am I coming for my own chocolate? My name is Daniel Ilo, Ways regular fan.
One more.
Okay, NJ is offering you chocolate.
So they said back in the day, no, we haven't run out of time. According to my social media
Quickly.
They say that there was a statement I once saw that they said that back in the day you used to keep your diaries private. Nowadays you share the things that would have been in your diaries back in the day with everybody, whether you know them or not. The times have changed.
Times have really changed, but I think what we've all agreed on is smart use of social media. So if you know say you gonna go Mauritius for holiday, just wait like NJ 2 months later you post it
and say take me back.
You don't even need to tell them take me back. You just post it like you are there. Let them go to Mauritius and look for you. You know, but I actually appreciate that. I wish I had that. So I'm learning these days.
I get too excited.
I'm learning to wait 2 days after, 3 days after before I post. But I'm just like, hey, what is?
Once
So
God
if,
cannot
for me, if I
protect,
want
does
to
not
post
exist.
something real time, I do a reel. So I do a live. So it's live, it's happening.
By the time you see
With no
someone.
location. But if I'm posting something that will be on social media for a while, I'm not posting it later.
All right, I think we had a fantastic conversation. We have an interesting conversation coming up on Thursday. People should watch out. Before we go, do ensure you follow us on Instagram at PlusTvAfrica, TikTok, Twitter, PlusTvAfrica1, all of them. Follow us, interact with us further. Drop a comment. More importantly, follow all our engagements on social media, like, share, and invite your families and friends to watch and follow the conversation. This was a fantastic drink today.
Cheers!
Now if you missed today's quotes, like they let me finish my we can cheers later. After Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts to show off waffles and some fried chicken. He was such a pleasure to work with. Condolences to his mom and family. This makes me feel so sick. This was a quote that Nicki Minaj said after the shooting of the rapper. May his soul truly rest in peace. Thank you so much, ladies. We'll have a fantastic conversation. Now, see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Cheers.